Hello, everybody out in YouTube land. Lord have mercy, my craft room. It looks like a spider chased a fly through here. It is a mess in this room. I've had the laces and the ribbons and the fabric and everything just flying in here today. Tomorrow morning, when you're probably viewing this, because it's getting kind of late on Friday night, so by the time I get this uploaded, you won't be seeing it probably till Saturday. But Saturday mornings here in my little community, we have a farmer's market, and I participate. And I'm always trying to think up things that are not really very expensive, you know, something that people would enjoy, and, you know, they'll pick up kind of spur of the moment. I take my homemade goat's milk soap. I take fragrance oils. I take some jewelry. You know, whatever else little things that I can come up with to take. I try not to take anything very expensive, because otherwise you just go and you sit for 4 hours and then you come home with nothing. So I today have made up some sachets to take to the farmer's market tomorrow, and I got 3 of them up here to give you an example of what I've been doing and tell you how this is done, just in case you don't know. Now, these are sachets. I don't make these to hang up. I make these to go like in an underwear drawer or something for your scanties, so that your drawers smell good. And the way you do this, or way I do it, is I take a pint mason jar and I put some rice in it, and I put a little bit of oil, just a little bit. You don't need very much, because the oil's pretty strong stuff. You know, I'd say for a pint jar, and I only fill it up to about, I'm trying to get this camera so that you can see what I'm showing you here. I only fill it up about 3/4 of the way up in the jar, and then I put maybe a quarter to a half a teaspoon of oil, depending on how strong it is, with it, and then I mix it up with a paintbrush handle. And then I generally let it sit for at least overnight. I mean, it could sit as long as you want it to, because that oil is just going to soak into that rice. Then I take some felt. I cut me some 3-inch by 3-inch squares of felt, and I glue it on 3 sides. Then I put a little bit of rice in there. You don't want to fill it so full that you can't glue the top shut. But I put a little rice in there, and then I push it down, make sure it's going to close good, and then I put the glue to it and glue it up. Then I cut some fabric squares that are 4-inch by 4-inch fabric squares, and I glue them on 3 sides. I put the pocket in, and then I glue the top shut. Once you get that done, you can start trimming them however you want to trim them. Sky's the limit. I do lace, I do seam binding, I do doilies. You can see this, and I put a doily on the back, put a flat back in the middle of the doily. You can get as elaborate or not as you care to get. Ribbons, the flowers, the flat backs. This one I've got some trim on it that's got little pearls in it. It's kind of a gimp type trim. On the back there's a doily and another flat back. This one, the back of it, has just some flat backs in the middle. But you can put whatever scent you want to put in them. Now these happen to be lavender. That's what I tend to get the most call for, is lavender. But if somebody wants special order and wants a different scent, I can do them in different scents. And I sell these for $5 a piece at the farmer's market. I may be putting some on Etsy as time progresses. I don't know yet, but if you're wanting some and you don't see them on the Etsy store, you can always order them from me. My email address is down in the description of the video there, so you know I'm not difficult to get a hold of. You can get me on Facebook or Etsy or YouTube, or I've got 4 YouTube channels. I'm pretty easy to find. So that's the sachet tutorial or editorial or show and tell, or whatever you want to call this video. Brenda rattling her brains out, whatever. So that's the story on this, and you know, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask me. I may not have an answer, but I can make one up. Y'all have a good day. GoPro, stop record.